Last week on WrestleBuds, these things happened.
I love Hawaii too, but tourism to Hawaii is detrimental to Hawaii, so I'm fine without it.
And now a new episode of WrestleBuds.
Hey friends, welcome to WrestleBuds, the wrestling podcast at the corners of Friendship Avenue and Wrestling Boulevard. I am Matt Elfring. Hello, my co-host.
Hi, I'm Chris Hayner. How you doing, Matt?
Hanging in there. I have spent, which transitions into our topic entirely, but I've spent way too much time working on created wrestlers in WWE 2K26.
Have you really?
I spent the past hour. So I've told you, I don't think. Wait, what? Huh?
Who'd you make?
It's not even like you know about my faction I've created called Old World Order with E's at the end, and it's just people from Europe that are like not classy but like old timey.
You should have a Viking. There should be a Viking in there.
There
like
kind
a
of
Norse
is.
Viking.
There's a Viking-esque guy named Skull King who's from Norway. But today I worked heavily on the magistrate, which is someone from like the 1800s that worked in the Parliament in England.
Wow.
I spent a lot of time on his moveset and his entrance today, and then I came into this, and I'm tired. I finally uploaded him. So 2 members of OWO have been uploaded, him and Richard Deckens, the boxing champion.
I will download the both of them maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have not been playing like outside of some universe stuff recently, just because like life comes at you fast, man.
Yeah, and I got to get the last 2 members of Old World Order completely fixed up, and then I can upload them.
So wait, so who's the 4th one?
Okay, so it's
Richard Dawkins or whatever. You have the new one today.
Richard Deckens was originally named Dickie Deckens, but 2 years ago you weren't allowed to use the word Dickie to upload wrestlers. And I've been making him since Here Comes the Pain is the first time I made him.
I've literally never seen this character before.
He's just a boxer. That's all it is. It's an old-timey boxer. There's nothing.
Does he have a mustache? Like a really cool mustache?
Of course he does.
Yeah.
Of course.
He's like a vaudeville type of why I oughta.
The Magistrate is a new character I've made this year. What?
Then you have the Magistrate. Then you have the
Skull
Viking
King
one whose name I already forgot.
Skull King. Which that's my son made that.
I like it. Who's big number 4?
Number 4 is a reinvention of an old character I had called the Civil Warrior.
Is it like the Ultimate Warrior, but he's fighting in the Civil War?
The original incarnation of the character he was a strong man at the circus, and like his whole backstory was no, I don't like this Civil War. I'm just very civil about how I get into fights with people. We talk about it. We come to terms. This is like a Scottish brute who likes to beat people up, but again, civil about it.
So, but do people mistake him as like a former member of the Confederacy or something like that?
In this,
because of his accent, like it's obvious that he's not.
Yeah. Like maybe when you hear his name, you're like, "Ugh, this guy's like for the Civil War." Then you talk to him like, "Oh, he's not for the Civil War, but also he's also a heel, and I hate him."
Fair. Oh, it's unfortunate.
Yeah,
he's very because like if he's civil, that's not a very heelish like thing to do. You know?
No, not at all. But he's part of the Old World Order, which is a bunch of colonists.
Colonizing, rise up. No. Wait,
am I cutting that from the regular audio?
Nah, that is like your updates on the Old World Order is, I think, the most interesting thing that's happened in wrestling in the past week.
Danhausen, the Knicks won thanks to the powers of the Knicks being good at basketball.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, who knows when you're listening to this? But yes, the Knicks have won the NBA championships because they were uncursed.
They are very good.
Danhausen.
They were the best at basketball, and Danhausen.
Okay, for those of you who don't know basketball, imagine this tiny orange circle. Okay. And you have an orange ball. You have to throw the ball through the orange circle, which sounds like it might be easy enough to do because if the circle's like this, you just go through it. However, the circle, Matt, if you're watching this on video over patreon.com/WrestleBuds, it's like this. So you have to go down through the hoop, not straight through the hoop. You have to arc up so it comes down properly through the hoop. It's a crazy sport.
Chris, can I tell you my favorite thing about basketball?
Mascots?
I'm going to quote Sir Curtis Blow here. Basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court.
I don't know what any of that means, but
just like I'm the king on the microphone. I don't remember anything else from that song.
Oh, gee. Okay. I was like, what's going on?
I'm quoting Curtis Blow. Basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court. Yeah, it's just
I
80s.
Missed that part entirely.
80s rap is just early 80s rap is
beautiful. Blow was it was slang for cocaine.
Oh, I know.
Curtis Cocaine. That's a much cooler name.
Chris, let's talk about WWE 2K26 because that game is kind of what started this show when we were talking about it on my old podcast and we gave a review.
I wasn't on your old podcast. Did we? We did on Casual Yelling.
That was on Casual Yelling.
You're right. I don't remember what I said, but I know how I feel about it now. How about you? What did you say?
I said that I liked it very, very much. I had my issues with Ringside Pass, which we'll get into that in a second, and grinding and 8 million different types of currencies. I believe I also said overall I like the game a lot and the ragdoll physics are amazing and some of the new things they added are amazing and dumpster, ambulance, and casket matches are all the same with different skins.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Ambulance has an extra layer of mashing buttons.
Thank you. And also looks cooler.
It does look cool.
It looks very cool. Also, you can climb on top of the ambulance and fight up there and throw your guy off of it.
I think we also talked about do we ever talk about the scrapyard and how it's like the best stupid thing in the game for like a ring?
Probably not, Matt, because I've literally never played a match in the scrapyard.
What?
No, don't care about it.
It's insanely fun.
That's so fine, dumb. But like I need entrances in front of people for my matches or they're not real wrestling matches.
Oh boy, you would hate some of the matches we do on Patreon and the Wrestling Buds Wrestle Federation, where we have very real wrestlers we did not make up and we do commentary for them. Numerous championships.
Did you know that we have signed the one and only Mike Love of the Beach Boys and rechristened him Mike Hate?
I did know that. He has had an ongoing feud in my universe, which exists outside of this, with Hometown Hero, the state wrestling champ of Madison, Wisconsin, 1959.
Of the peak wrestlers I've created of late, Chris Haytner, the bad boy, king of the bad boys.
Yeah.
It's just evil me riding a motorcycle to the ring. Every time, first of all, in my universe, I mostly play as Eric Roberts. Yeah. I just got my ass handed to me at WrestleMania and lost the title to Chris Haytner. So that's fun. But when he's coming to the ring, okay, here's where we can start talking about. Let's talk about some, like, you already started. So like, let's talk about things we low key love about the game. And then we can get into like, the addition of being able to do good guy and bad guy taunts on the way to the ring.
Wonderful.
By on demand. So like I'll have Chris Haytner riding them under, like I gave him the big evil motorcycle entrance. And so the motorcycle's like, basically it looks like it's on a track, like it's a roller coaster of some sort, because my guy's just like, he's just crying at the audience and like trying to get their goat. And it's like, it's wonderful because it looks so stupid. It's the best thing ever, and it looks terrible. And I don't want any other. The only thing I want changed about that is I would like to be able to pick which pyros I can trigger. Like, I would like to be able to set the pyro.
Yeah.
Because the pyro options that they give us, especially the stage ones, are terrible.
It's a step in the right direction.
Yes.
But it feels like it was a half a step for the game.
But also, why can I explode fire from the ring post, but I can't explode fire from the stage? Make it make sense.
Yeah.
You can't because it doesn't make sense, man.
It doesn't, Chris. There are, God, how do we unpack, we are 3 months after release.
We're 3 months after release. A lot has changed. Look, say what you will about Ringside Pass, and we will. 2K has clearly at least been listening to the audience and has been addressing issues. Not as well as I want them to be, but like as well as they're going to be in this iteration of the game. They've moved all of like the normal wrestlers, I guess, that we normally get unlocked. They moved all those up to the very front of the pass. I wish they would go back and do that for the first season of the pass, because I didn't unlock half of that.
Really?
I also didn't unlock half of the second season of the pass.
I unlocked everything from season 1 and season 2, and I'm on tier 27 for season 3 right now.
I'm on tier 9. I don't have time.
I do want to say, I want to do 2 full disclosures. One, we did get free copies from 2K Games.
Yes.
That's very important. Number 2, we record these episodes like a month early. So by the time you hear this,
that's true.
As of right now,
we don't even know what's going on with the game as of today when you're listening to this. For all we know, they shut it off.
It is June 17th right now. This will probably be out July 15th or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's 3 more episodes I have 2 in the bank, Chris. 2 are ready to go. And there's 1 I still got to edit. That's last week's Wrestlers That Act.
That was 2 weeks ago, Matt. We did not record last week.
No, I meant 2 weeks ago. The you know what I mean. Last time we recorded.
Yeah. Look, whenever you're hearing this, it doesn't matter, because podcasts for forever. Every podcast is someone's first podcast. So you might be listening to this episode in the year 2592, and you're like, what is WWE? First of all, how did you find us? I'd really like to know how that works. Second of all, please rate and review us on iTunes. I'm assuming that's still a thing in the future.
iTunes still exists. Spotify hasn't given us any money. Did they give
yet?
They give podcast money. Joe Rogan.
Oh man, they gave Dax Shepard all kinds of money for his armchair expert.
But isn't Dax Shepard like a wonderful human being overall? Do we know this? He seems like it.
I can only speak based on my own interactions with Dax Shepard. I found him to be delightful. Don't ask me about his wife. Moving on.
Let's move on to a good place. So
I see what you did there, Matt.
What's your first talking point this week, Chris? Or your second? We shall
battle pass.
Okay,
let's just talk about Ringside Pass.
Ringside season pass.
This is obviously the big thing. Ringside Pass was 2K's big step forward, just in terms of like making the game something people want to engage with more. Out the gate, as much as I love a battle pass, it was not handled well.
Not one bit.
It was not handled well.
I'll explain in case
please
anybody forgets. Like, we know how season pass works for a game. You keep playing the game, you get experience points, you unlock things at certain tiers. With season 1, the AAA one, where there are 4 AAA wrestlers that you unlock, you have to play through all, was it 30 tiers, I think, or was it 40?
I think I don't remember, man. I think it was 30. I think they're each 30 tiers.
You had to play through,
except there's 2 tracks. There's the free track and the paid track.
Okay, so yes, there is a free track where you could unlock things. You are not unlocking those paid for wrestlers, though. That's in the premium track. But the free track has like cards for MyFaction or MyFaction points or banners.
Or it has, in the way season 1 worked out was it had all of the normal stuff that you would just get unlocked in the game with the whatever that little add-on, that $5 add-on that they charged was called, that still came with this game, but did not do that.
And season 1 was just like you unlocked characters throughout this long ass ride of just like going through that. But the thing was, when I was playing it, I did, because I was reviewing it, I did showcase mode, I did MyRise. So like I played all the main modes and I burned through season 1.
I also reviewed it and I played all the main modes, and I didn't. Like the way Ringside Pass is set up, it's so close to understanding why and how battle passes work, but also misses it by like a mile and a half.
Yeah.
The issue is with how you gain XP, how you specifically gain ringside XP, which I will note is different from MyFaction points. It's different from VC. It's different from it's different from stars and matches, because those don't matter. Basically, the only way to earn ringside points is to play matches. You get the same amount of XP regardless of the match. You get the same amount regardless of how long the match goes, regardless of what you do in the match. You get a small amount of XP that you can slowly increment your way up to a new level. That was how season 1 worked. It was tedious.
Yeah.
And some of us, me, just didn't bother finishing it. They heard the annoyances. They addressed them, sort of. Basically, they made matches give more XP than they gave in season 1.
Yeah.
and they moved the DLC wrestlers up to the front of the pass, so you just kind of get them on the free track.
Which to me was the smart move.
Kinda.
Like, yeah. And one of the things that I like that they did to make it more engaging for you to get to the end is with season 2, they did like Borderlands, CM Punk and Rhea Ripley.
Okay. And Becky Lynch. This is what I enjoyed most about season 2. The Borderlands characters, very cool. I didn't make it to the CM Punk ones. Will I eventually? Probably not. But that's fine. I don't know if you know this, Matt. There's roughly 17,000 versions of CM Punk in this game.
And they keep adding more personas for him.
They keep adding, like they put in his persona card where he wore the mocking the Steiners jacket to the ring. I love it. I love it.
I hate it because his moveset never changes.
Yeah, but I've gotten a lot of really cool entrance taunts and stuff like that, and that's pretty sweet. But another thing I like about what they did with season 2 is up-to-date merch. Like,
dude, yeah.
A dope Rhea Ripley shirt that was like first of all, there's like WWE does merchandise collabs with like a bunch of like streetwear companies, right? If you were at WrestleMania this year and you stopped by WWE World, half of the this is the first time I'd ever seen this. Half of the WrestleMania Superstore was different collabs, and just that. There was the side that was all like WWE merchandise and whatnot, but every streetwear company seemingly had its own drop of WWE merchandise throughout the shop. And a lot of it was really cool, but those are the things that almost never wind up in the game.
No.
But suddenly I got a really dope Rhea Ripley shirt. Or a really dope, I think there's like a really dope Eddie Guerrero shirt in one of the passes. Like it's merch that you would wear and that is current. The problem with these games a lot of the times is that by the time they come out, nothing is current anymore.
Yeah.
A wrestler has cut their hair. A wrestler has changed their hair color or completely redesigned the way they dress in or their ring gear look. I feel like a lot of times the merch shirts are hilariously old.
Yeah.
Like the big pre-order bonus this year was Joe Hendry, right?
Yep.
And you would also unlock the Joe Hendry WrestleMania shirt a year after the WrestleMania he wore it at.
Yep.
That's not an interesting pre-order bonus. Meanwhile, the current season 3 pass, there's like a current Roman Reigns merch shirt and more collab stuff, and it all looks great.
And if you play the island, which is a whole other can of worms,
I bought a bear costume.
Well, I was gonna say, like, there's towers going on to unlock Dominic Mysterio's current outfit, or like a special outfit he recently wore.
Never gonna do that.
I've played the island in depth, so I could get into that at some point.
Oh, but, yeah. I understand. Like, meanwhile, I hope they just cancel the island. I think. Oh, this is a different discussion.
Let's stick to the point first before that.
I think I was going to say, because this might be where we lose 2K support.
And for me, like, what I liked about Ringside Pass with the update was Persona cards for both free and premium users.
Yes,
that gives you a reason to want to go to the end. This one right now is Brock Lesnar 2003, which for the free pass don't care.
Also, I want the Filthy Animals Rey Mysterio, but he's wearing his mask.
I unlocked him, and
it's
like
insane.
They shouldn't put it out. I mean, like, I love Filthy Animals Rey Mysterio, and I respect lucha culture. And if he doesn't want his mask off, great. That's fine. Don't put 2001 in there with a mask on. Don't put the character in.
Or I'll do one part. Just include the parts. Just give us like the overalls and the little devil horns, so we can make our own version of that Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Give us the Filthy Animals entrance song. Like, there's Matt, did you know there's an AJ Styles Persona card that comes with the "You are, I am" theme song?
Yeah, because I have it.
You do? I don't, because I don't play MyFaction. I'm just hoarding points until they add that Persona card to the store. Because I honestly looked, I was like, you know what? Maybe this is the thing I'll play at MyFaction for. But no, to do that, I had to finish another thing first. But to do that, I had to finish another thing first. I was like, yeah, this is not worth my time. I don't need more versions of R-Truth. I love R-Truth, but I don't play with R-Truth.
Well, then you're not going to play as main event R-Truth like I will.
I'm not.
I have
ever.
Played.
That's great. I'm glad. It's just like I've done like. Wait, maybe I do have main event R-Truth. I wonder if I just got that card somehow.
Maybe.
Because he's dressed like Jey Uso, right?
Yeah, that it also might have been something from the story mode or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
But so if you really, really want to break it down, then I would like to see more arenas and titles. But if you're getting the season pass that you pay for, you're actually unlocking new characters. If you aren't, I mean, you're getting Personas too. But if you were doing it the free version, you do get what I think is the most valuable is Persona cards, which aren't technically new characters. It's just a reskin, for the most part.
Well, but like
different move sets usually, and sometimes different entrances. But for the most part, it's a reskin.
Weren't like Matt Cardona and whatnot on the free? Were they on the free track for this new season?
No.
Or were they on the premium track?
Premium track.
Okay, that makes sense. What was like?
You all right?
I don't know, man. But also, not for nothing, great work on the Matt Cardona figure. Entrances looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Entrance looks great. Wait, I just said entrance twice, didn't I?
Well, I mean, the entrance looks great, and the entrance looks great.
Yeah, and also when he enters the arena, it looks so good. Great move set. I may or may not have adopted the Rough Rider into one of my guys' move sets just because it's mean.
Are you talking about?
It looks like you're humiliating your opponent. It
does, and I like it. I mean,
yeah.
But that's I do like the new additions that are coming out. Like Danhausen will be fine. I think the Danhausen stuff will mostly be fun for like his entrance and taunts and things like that.
Matt, Matt.
Yeah, Chris.
I don't think this is going to happen. But when I was at WrestleMania, I was among 2K people, devs and PR and whatnot, and I definitely batted around / pitched what they should do for the Danhausen character, and it's his own what are those extra powers you get, like kicking out of the pin or like blowing a flame in someone's
You talking
face?
about the paybacks or
Paybacks, his own payback where he curses the person. And my thought was he curses the person and then that person's controls turn backwards for like a minute.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Like, right?
Yeah.
It just makes him kind of bumbling and confused. And then Danhausen does the Danhausen thing. He does his big boot and he ends it. Like, I love Danhausen. I can't wait. I hope to God that they give him the Danhausen mobile for his entrance.
That would be wonderful.
I will use him in everything.
Yeah.
But man, like giving him a special cursing like payback, just icing on the cake. It would be icing on the damn cake.
And per usual, like, you know what I did like? I really actually liked that didn't feel forced into us this year compared to last year was like, last year we had the NBA pack, which was like, okay, 2K already has these models, so let's put them in there. This year you got Tyrese Halliburton. Ugh.
And I think that's it.
Okay. He's in the game. You just have to unlock him in the track, but it's not like you didn't pay for him. He's just kind of in the track and you can unlock the character.
Well, and I think so. And this is where I think having the ringside pass is a good thing because you can do stuff like that. You can slowly drip things in that like, just make it part of the experience as you move through. If I pay, and again, I don't, but if I pay ahead of launch for all of DLC packs without knowing necessarily what they're going to be, and then I get one where it's like, it's Pat McAfee and his friends. And I'm like,
I hated that pack so much.
Why would I pay for that? Like, don't get me wrong. I love the idea that it gave us the option to punt a football at people's heads. Like, that's exciting. But yeah, no. But if you do a steady drip on that into like a ringside pass, that's fine. We're getting like I totally forgot this season was Demolition. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that was season 2. Yeah.
That was season 2. Oh, last season was Demolition. This season was
now I gotta
Cardona,
look it up.
Tori Wilson, and someone else.
It might have been Demolition, actually. No, because Demolition was 3 people.
Yeah, Demolition. Yeah, because it was Axe Smash and Crush, right? Yeah,
here I'll go through the DLC packs.
Okay.
So Season Pass 1, which already came out in March, was El
Kingo.
Thank you. I cannot speak Spanish today for some reason. Flamer, Mr. Iguana, and Psycho Clown. Season 2, which came out.
By the way, do yourself a favor. Play a Psycho Clown a few times.
Also, you want to know what I found out? People have secret taunts that you can perform. If you're playing a Psycho Clown and you're on PlayStation, hold down the right trigger and then the down D-pad button. He takes his face off.
What?
So like, you know how like when a wrestler's getting pumped up, like a wrestler gets pumped up, they take off their like part of their singlet. You could do that with certain characters like Big E, Chad Gable. Like that's the secret taunt, but Psycho Clowns is taking part of his face off.
That's awesome. Also, you not only can you get Mr. Iguana, you can also get a Yeska mask, so you can make a life size, like a person Yeska to attack, which is pretty delightful.
Ringside Pass 2, which was April, that was Demolition, which is Axe, Crush, and Smash, followed by Kelly. Hello. There's just this thing about like the Ruthless Aggression era women that like it's not my thing. It's not my thing. I think it's just because how the women were treated, and there's just.
But I like Kelly's theme song. But I'll also say this: the thing about season 2, and it's something I really hope they do more in the future. It was the Borderlands collab skins because they weren't just like, it wasn't like Rhea Ripley in a Borderlands t-shirt. They redesigned Punk, Rhea Ripley, and Becky Lynch with like weirdo Borderlands versions of them. They gave them unique entrances. They gave them like, they actually went full tilt with it. And that's awesome. And
they play differently in the ring. That's the thing. They also play differently in the ring.
Yeah. That's great. Do more of that. Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming, man. I want Grand Theft Auto Mia Yim, which is just Mia Yim, Michin.
Yeah.
But like, I want more. Like, especially, think about this, Matt. Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming later this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a return to Vice City.
Yes.
Like, give me some 80s coded wrestlers. Give me Cody in like a white jacket, teal shirt, leisure suit.
I'll take it.
Like, right?
I'll take it.
Come on.
And then that goes back to what was that 2K20, which was a rough game. Again, because Visual Concepts took over halfway through the game was when Ukes dropped out. But they went full throttle on like weird stuff. And that's the stuff I liked from that game because everything else was kind of a mess.
Oh, because we had wasn't there like Billionaire Bailey? The what?
The Swamp Father Bray Wyatt.
The Swamp Father. Also like Thorn Demon Aleister Black.
Yeah, it was fun. You don't have to use those.
Wasn't it like Billionaire Bailey? Like, was that the year that they did a bunch of like not really Southpaw Regional Wrestling?
They also released Southpaw Regional Wrestlers, I believe.
And there was like a special little bit of mission to play through where you played it in like weird, cool arenas. I remember specifically the Southpaw Regional Wrestling Pack. The arena you fought in, the ring was floating in a pool.
Yes.
It was awesome. So good. Do more. Look, Matt, we love wrestling.
We do.
We love these games. Make them sillier. You mentioned the ragdoll physics.
The ragdoll physics are the best thing of this year.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious. I played a couple of matches yesterday and I was messing around with the ragdoll quite a bit. Like, I absolutely could have finished this match, but no, I had to keep trying to powerbomb someone onto stairs.
Chris, I spend a lot of time. Great. I throw people off top of the Hell in the Cell, as you do. And when they land and go through the table, I do my best to run at them and do an attack. So I'm trying to do like an attack on someone on the ground, and I will always flip over the cage and land, taking no damage. It is the funniest thing in the world.
That's awesome.
Let me get through the rest of these Ringside Pass editions.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So Season Pass 3, which we're technically in as of recording, is one of my more favorite packs so far, are going to be Brian Pillman, La Parka, Matt Cardona, Tori Wilson. Like, that's a solid roster of DLC.
Oh my God, the La Parka character is perfect.
Yes.
It's got the dancing, the music, the like excellent move set, beautiful design. Like it's if you watch NXT, it's from when La Parka had his NXT match, where it's this big, beautiful cape.
Yeah.
With huge shoulders, dude. I am so glad AAA is a part of this whole thing now, because it's really calling back to the grand days of like ornate over the top ring wear.
Like Max Moon style.
Oh, it's so good. So good. And Brian Pillman's great. They reanimated or whatever Air Pillman, his over the top rope thing, looks fantastic. The fact that Brian Pillman and his son are in the game together is wonderful. And I'll say this, if you haven't played as Lexus King, you're missing out on, I think, maybe the best entrance in the game.
He's also, I really like playing as Lexus King. I've always been a Lexus. Once he left AEW and went to WWE, I'm like, please let Brian Pillman Jr. like thrive here. Like,
let him be weird.
Yes.
And he's done it, and it's fantastic. I've been lucky enough to see him at a few of the NXT shows when they do I want to call them house shows, which they are, but they're taking place in like an Elks Lodge.
Yeah.
And it's full of people. It's sold out, but like sold out means, a couple hundred people.
Yeah.
Not 15,000 or whatever. But like, it's like, he's fantastic, and he's so in control of this very bizarre character. It's great to see it's great to see the character and his sideburns captured so well in the game.
It's a chef's kiss. Coming into July, which will, the date will probably be gone and past by the time this comes out. We have Jeff and Matt Hardy. followed by Lady Shani. I'm not familiar. And Chris, the one I'm really excited about, Jelly Roll.
Oh, the newly single Jelly Roll.
Oh, I didn't know he was newly single. But regardless,
evidently him and his wife are they have. I only know this. I feel terrible. I only know this because I was literally reading about it with Nikki like 10 minutes before we jumped on here. I was like, oh, Jelly Roll and his wife are getting divorced. Oh, so before we jump on to season 4,
we said Jelly Roll.
I'd like which has Jelly Roll, a newly single Jelly Roll, as we have all discussed it. I want to look at like the full breadth of the perks you're getting from season 3 alone.
Okay.
You mentioned La Parka, Matt Cardona, Tori Wilson, Brian Pillman. Hell of a lineup.
Yeah.
Obviously, the garbagey Rey Mysterio card.
Yeah.
But over on the free track, you get Tyrese Halliburton Persona card at level 7. You get the mutiny variation of Asuka from last year's game, which was arguably the best. What do they call? What's that mode called?
MyRise.
MyRise, the best. I think it's one, if not the best. MyRise, one of the very best. Period.
It's the best. It is the best, from in my opinion. Who's someone who plays MyRise religiously?
Yeah. On the free tier, you also get a Solo Sikoa Persona card from like in the
NXT.
thick of the OG Blood. Oh, is it NXT?
It's NXT, yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. And
so it's pretty much Bloodline. It's like it's right there.
Yeah. And if you care about it, you get the Brock Lesnar 03 Persona card. However, on the premium track, if you hit level 40, I have heard that this is evidently one of the most requested things that people want in the game. It's 2001 Kane.
Yeah.
Which is wild, but I love it because if I think back on what my favorite Kane is, it's either the one that Tombstone Linda McMahon on the stage because I was there and that was cool, or it's 2001 Kane. I believe at this point I think he's got he might have the slow chemical entrance. I don't know. But that's not all.
It's not all, Chris. There's more.
On the premium track, I mentioned collabs.
Yeah. Chris, oh my God, you're about to mention my favorite thing of these tracks. Go ahead.
Okay, so there's 3. There's one that is a La Parka X LWO mask, which is just a La Parka mask for your wrestler where he's got like LWO sunglasses painted on something. But also NWO World Tour Chalk Line shorts and NWO Wolfpack for Life Chalk Line hockey jersey. These are actual things you can buy in the world, and now you can put them on your character in the game.
Hey, Chris, I'm interrupting. I'm interrupting.
Okay, go ahead.
You can unlock, which I already have, and you have to put it on the Matt Elfring character, the WCW NWO Revenge hoodie.
Really?
There's like and there's a World Tour shirt, I believe. It's a whole bunch of
I didn't know about that.
It's Aki stuff, and I'm like so pumped because like Aki wrestling games are really what got me into wrestling games. I played SNES, that Activision crap and LJN crap, but like the Aki stuff, like
the Nintendo 64 Aki stuff is it.
Yeah.
And I'll even go so far as to say the Day of Reckoning games on GameCube are legit as hell.
Yeah.
They're very, very good. Even though Day of Reckoning 2, the cover superstar is Stacy Keibler for some reason.
It's weird.
But I will say one thing I wanted to make sure I mentioned as part of the premium track is you can unlock former TNA X Division champion Leon Slater's finisher, the Swanton 450.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I don't know what I'm not here to like make assumptions about what all that could mean, but like, it's very clearly Leon Slater's finishing move in this game.
That's cool. The thing I like is that, and before I get back to saying who else is in season pass, is that you are unlocking different moves. There's items for create a character. It's very create a character friendly, but also MyFaction friendly if you're into MyFaction.
Yes.
September.
Oh, yeah, because you're also getting like a bunch of MyFaction points. You're getting MyFaction persona cards. You're getting virtual currency. In addition to all these things we talk about here, there's also virtual currency. There's
too much
card
stupid
backs
currency
and logos and all this other crap from MyFaction that I don't understand why anybody would ever touch, but it's there.
September, we have this is a good month. Bam Bam Bigelow, one of my favorites, period.
Oh, I can't wait. It's been too long since we've had Bam Bam in the game. TBH.
Then Brie Bella, so she can balance out her sister.
Of course.
That's fine. Danhausen.
Well, Nikki's injured, so we got to get one of them on.
Got to have one of them. Danhausen's there, which is going to be the big sell. And then from AAA Pagano.
Pagano, great.
That's fantastic. That's a solid 4 DLC characters right there.
Matt. I'm now realizing, am I gonna create a tag team between Danhausen and Bam Bam Bigelow called Dan Bigelow? I might.
Oh man,
I might. That's really good. Hit him with season 6 though, Matt, because one of my favorite tag teams of all time is in season 6,
Chris,
along with one of the best people that have joined WWE this year. Period.
Chris, it is also I believe it's my favorite tag team, but also one of my favorite humans / wrestlers. So season 6 is October. We're going to have to get a season 7 in November. I feel like
I don't think we are. So? I believe 6 seasons is it for the content.
Okay. Well, regardless, we are getting the natural disasters, earthquake and typhoon.
Yeah. Uncle Fred
and John Tenta. And dude, oh man, give us persona cards so we can have all of Fred Ottman's characters and also all of John Tenta's characters.
Yeah. Give us it.
Golga? Was it Golga?
How? Golga. Yes, there was Golga. There obviously earthquake. Man.
Just give us John Tenta from like New Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Kids, if you don't know who John Tenta is, go look at, just search New Japan John Tenta in the YouTube, and like before this guy, he was a big man.
Sumo wrestler.
He was cast as Earthquake. He was a sumo wrestler.
Yeah.
But watching the way he moved, he does not move like a big man in Japan.
No.
It is incredible.
I also highly recommend his Dark Side of the Ring, which is a weird thing to say. Like he's not a monster, which usually Dark Side of the Ring kind of shows you like, oh, these guys are monsters. He's not a monster. He just had like a bunch of, crap dropped on him,
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll go through the last 2. Octagon Jr., wonderful.
Excellent.
And then
and
Powerhouse Hobbs.
Royce Keys, baby. Picture me playing the harmonica. That's how his music starts.
I've only seen him when he debuted at whatever pay-per-view that was. I just don't watch WWE except for like clips of Danhausen doing things at this point.
Fair. Right now his current storyline is Solo Sikoa really wants him in the NFTs and he has zero interest in it.
Oh, I do like that type of storyline where it's like, I want you in my stable, and like the bigger, tougher guy's like, no.
He's like, no.
But also the NFTs aren't a joke stable, which makes it better. It's not like joke. Yeah. It's not like 3-man band trying to get Cody Rhodes. Also,
somehow already Royce Keys and R-Truth are best friends, and Damian Priest is not like that.
Because Damian Priest
and
R-Truth are
tag team champions.
Yeah.
And Finn Balor is now on SmackDown as well. So R-Truth said they're getting Judgment Day back together and told Finn and Damian he's going to build the clubhouse for him. And then once Finn walked away, Damian's like, I don't like him. Like, no, what are you doing, moron?
Yeah. And
he's like, nah, man, it's going to be just like the old Judgment Day. Live, laugh, love.
You know what? I would not be against that version of Judgment Day popping up and fighting the other version of Judgment Day. It would be, well, maybe it's like an R-Truth storyline that no one else knows they're involved in, like most of his storylines.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the vibe I get. So yeah, I would say honestly, if I'm looking at these 6-packs, these are the best DLC packs we've had, I'm going to say, ever.
It is. Here's the thing. The DLC
Except
in the
for,
past.
I don't.
Okay, go ahead.
The only way I'm going to be excited about Matt and Jeff Hardy is if it's like old debut Matt and Jeff Hardy where they're wearing like the red shirts, you know?
It won't be.
And they got the hair in their face. Oh, it absolutely will not be. It'll be probably their last run here. And then maybe we'll get Persona cards for like Broken Matt.
It's going to be TNA run.
Is it going to be TNA run, you think?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, they have that deal with TNA. Or not a deal, but like they work with TNA.
Yeah, but none of the TNA wrestlers are in the games. 2K, WWE works with 2K. Or WWE works with TNA. 2K doesn't necessarily work with 2K.
I mean, but they got... that's Joe Hendry is technically in WWE now.
Joe Hendry
so Jordan
was
Grace.
Joe Hendry and Jordan Grace were both signed to WWE before they came to the game.
Where's John Grisham?
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah, because a lot of the times in the past with DLC, like you get a lot of reskins, which is the most annoying thing in the world. And I like that there's a clear division now, but like, yeah, we offer reskins, but they're Persona cards and the vast majority are unlockable in the game without having to pay extra.
Like I used to get annoyed when it was like, here's what I'll say.
Please.
I used to get annoyed when the DLC packs were of wrestlers that we had previously gotten.
That was the worst. Before. I mean, yes, we have had the Hardys before. We have had Natural Disasters,
Tori Wilson, Matt Cardona, and Kelly. But honestly, we haven't had any of those in years.
But I would also say that it feels like, at least with Cardona, Tori Wilson, who else has been here before? Kelly, they're redesigns. They don't feel like reskins.
Right. Absolutely.
So my fear is that the Hardys are going to be a reskin from like 5 years ago. I'm hoping it's a redesign. And I think with Natural Disasters,
that's why I'm saying give us Attitude Era debut Hardys. Oh my God, man.
What are you talking when they're enhancement talent? Give us when they're enhancement talent.
No, when they have like the red shirts and they're kind of like New Brew. They're doing this. They're doing like the guns at their head a bunch.
Give me when they
give us like sad emo Hardys.
I want enhancement talent when they looked like how the new Bucks became or the young Bucks became,
where they had like flowers on their trunks and stuff.
It is literally what the young Bucks were 6 years ago.
Give us Broken Matt and Willow. Because Willow's back in TNA right now. We've never had Willow in a game before. Nobody would care because I would care, but I'm probably it.
That's just the ringside pass. We haven't talked about really anything else.
Here's why that's important.
Mm-hmm.
Ringside pass has to change. And I think this might be where we start thinking ahead to next year's game. Because honestly, they're working on next year's game. They've been working on next year's game. This year's game, by and large, is set in stone.
Yeah.
It's improved. And the improvements have definitely been greatly benefited the game. But it's not going to improve more in the way we want because this game is just kind of set. And I know I've talked your ear off about this because I've talked everyone's ear off about this, including multiple people at 2K.
Can I say what you're going to say? Because I think I know at this point in time. The things you unlocked here do not transfer to the next game, which is what No,
that's not at all. Yes, that's part of it. But like for me, the overall thing is you need to completely redesign how Ringside Pass works. The layout, great. You need quests. You need reasons for people to engage with the game other than play a match.
Yeah, we talked about this. I'm not going to ask you to go listen to Casual Yelling, but this is something we discussed in depth there where it's, do daily quests in matches, throw somebody through a table, something even small like that to give extra XP.
I was literally playing Fortnite before we jumped on here with Nikki and a couple of our friends. And I was grinding through a bunch of quests that I had, which was like I had to drive a car through a car wash.
Yeah.
Boom. Silly, but awesome. And we need stuff like that. I should get XP for creating a wrestler. I should get XP for trying a new match type. I should get more XP for winning a match than I get for losing a match. Like, I don't think that's a crazy idea.
The fact that I put so much time into create a wrestler mode and obviously I get satisfaction of creating a lot of fun characters out of it, but the fact that there's no XP gained there is like a bummer.
And I think that's kept me from doing a lot of creating, because I'm like, well, I'm just sinking time into a thing that's not going to help me unlock stuff that I kind of want to unlock. Meanwhile, I just want to do different I want reasons to try out new things in the game. I want give me something, give me XP for like running a King of the Ring tournament in my universe. Give me XP for creating a new show.
Give me XP for just doing GM mode.
Oh my God. Give me XP for fucking GM mode. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Danhausen.
No swearing.
I'm sorry. I'm just like really, really amped up about this. I need reasons to engage with your game.
Mm-hmm.
And when I look on Reddit and everybody's idea is like, well, pick a powerful wrestler and then book yourself in a match against Eric Bischoff with a bunch of finishers and quickly beat him. Like, that's not
not fun at all. Also, book yourself against the CEO of 2K Games, but also
Matt, I don't think we've talked about Strauss Zelnick, have we?
When he was put into the game secretly, it was when season 3 came out, like Strauss was there. The first thing I did was
calling it a secret is a bit much.
He was sneakily put into the game.
I think that's.
Was there a press release about it?
No, but that like there was patch notes for the update.
First of all, don't be mad that he's in the game. Like, it's a free character, and also like do what I did for fun and just move all his attributes to 34 or 30 because like he shouldn't be ranked higher than actual wrestlers. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
No, you're right. I don't like let's do some real talk here.
Yeah.
Why is the CEO of Take-Two in the game? Because he's the CEO of Take-Two and he's probably like, hey, I don't know, put me in the game.
He's probably in the basketball game too.
Yeah. Yeah. If I was the CEO of Take-Two, I would also demand to be put in the game. I want to be in the game. Like, my name. Do you know how big my ego got just finding out that my last name is in the game?
Same here.
Oh my God, dude. I tell people about it. I've now made 2 versions of myself just so I can hear it twice.
Chris, and if you're to people, if you're mad about Strauss being in the game, be mad at me, not because our names are said by an announcer in the game, but like we make ourselves, like everybody makes themselves. You're getting a free character. Don't be happy that you're getting a free character because you're not going to play as him, but it's there, but
I will also say this. Fantastic heel entrance.
I am pissed you cannot pick Frank Sinatra's My Way for any character but his.
I understand why it's not available, but yeah, I think it would be really, really fun to like, especially in a world where we have what's the AFI song? We have CM Punk's AFI song.
Yeah.
And that's like a really long build-up song. So you have to have a really long entrance. My Way would be such a long entrance.
I would make Frank Sinatra fight Strauss for the rights to use My Way as as their entrance music.
Oh my God. Matt, that's art. That's beautiful.
I create art with my wrestlers. Anyways, look for WrestleBuds and the hashtag for community creations to see what we've uploaded.
Yeah. Can you make Frank Sinatra, by the way?
That would take a lot of time.
Oh my God, dude. You know what I want? I want a Rat Pack faction. I want Sammy. I want Dean. I want Joey Bishop and Frank Sinatra. I want Joey Bishop as like the manager, Frank as like the singles star, and Sammy and Dean as like the tag.
Chris, let's talk about the island.
Currently, or what we want from it going forward?
We're talking about things currently still, not so much going forward yet.
Okay.
I've played through the 2 story modes that have been released. Which
are you doing the new one, like the Order of something?
Order of Malice. Yeah, I finished the Order of Malice.
Sure.
It's fine. With the island, there is a lot of situations where you have to grind through like towers in order to unlock things, that's fine. What I really, really, really liked about the island so
Matt,
far. Hold on.
It's not fine.
It's fine because I know going into it, I have to grind. It's it's just like MyFaction. You just grind.
I don't want to grind. I want to have fun.
The thing that I very much like about the island is that you unlock 2K's like wrestlers they've made that appear on the island, like Bobby Newton, or the lock you can unlock somewhere else. But you're unlocking these characters that they've created, which I've been adding to like my universe mode as well. The thing I don't like about the island is almost everything
I
else.
have all of like the MyRise characters unlocked.
There are some that are exclusive to like beating the island. I think it's six of them.
Sure. I'll never find out.
Whatever. Like you don't have to play it. It's just, I get so frustrating because you talk about wanting to buy things. I should be buying things too, but I'm prestiging my character who is at Diamond.
Yeah, you're making my time playing this game worse, Matt.
Because I'm not unlocking
Nikes
outfits
and the bear costume.
I know it's because I'm at 93 at Diamond Prestige and I want the character's name is I Hate My Job and it's Santa, but it's Mrs. Claus who became Santa. I can't export my island character, which pisses me off because I've worked so hard on her. Why did I work hard on her if I can't export her to?
You can't?
No.
That's weird.
Unless you can this year and I just didn't look hard enough last year, you couldn't. I talked to Brian Williams about that from 2K or for Visual Concepts.
I think you can because you can. I know you can do it from MyRise. You can import and export.
I'm not going to check. I don't want to get up, especially. I'm too lazy.
Yeah.
You can get rid of the island though. I mean, like
that's my only opinion on the island is why do we have it?
It's MyRise Part 2 essentially, but MyRise Online. It's not at all.
It's tedious and boring. Like it's not for some people. I understand there are people it's there that like it works for. It's not the way I like to play a wrestling game.
I like it more than MyFaction. But
I don't. I've only played MyFaction. I've like once.
I only do MyFaction to get Persona cards. So like to me, it's a more fun MyFaction, but I like story modes and I like kind of running around, but MyFaction or the island, one of those has to go. Like they're the same. They're pretty much the same thing in essence, in a grand scheme.
Right. When I look at like the future of the game, I don't see MyFaction going away because I think it is a moneymaker.
Yeah.
I also think the Persona card situation gives it a lot of inherent value.
It does.
The island can just be a shop tab
because your unlockables in there, aside from the wrestlers that 2K made, it's just creative wrestler stuff. That's what you unlock.
Parts. If you have never been in the island, first of all, smart. Second of all, there's a Nike shop that has like 10 Nike items, a Jordan shop, which has another 10 Nike items, 2 different WWE shops, a tattoo shop, the Driporium, which was Seth and Becky's Driporium last year. And I think it's just the Driporium now.
Well, it's because they're part of Order of the Mouse. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, well, they also like they removed I think last year it was like Rhea Ripley's tattoo shop or something like that.
Kairi Sane had a place
shop. Yeah, like that like the shops are all still there, and they act like storefronts would. Why do I have to load into another version of the game to unlock a create a wrestler part and then like nobody else can use it unless they've also gone in and
Chris,
it's maddening.
As a person who has gone through showcase mode, has gone through MyRise, has purchased things on my island, has gotten things unlocking through tiers, there is nothing that pisses me off more than spending time. You know how I am with creating wrestlers. It's a very like personal thing for me. Like I spent a lot of time doing it. I like things to be perfect. It's the best part of the game. When I try to upload the wrestler, it says like, you can upload it, but they have to buy these things from this area. It's like, no, that's not how it should work. Don't give them the item to use as they want because I purchased it, but they should be able to download that wrestler. I want you all to play as the magistrate, but you have to play through I think the first story of the island to get like the headwear he has, which sucks. But it matches the character.
I'm never gonna play as the magistrate, is what you're telling me.
I'm sorry, but he needs to have that powdered wig on. That's the character. That's part of who the character is. And that's what like really pisses me off. Like, you can't play as Nasty Santa unless you buy the Santa outfit from
which I have bought the Santa outfit from the Draporium because that matters to me. Just like I also bought the bear costume. They're like one of the new additions this season on the island was they added just a costume that you could put on a character to just make them a bear with sunglasses, I think. And so I bought that because I want to create the character a bear so you can wrestle a bear.
Because we're talking about creator wrestlers so much, and I have gone through years and years and years and years of making wrestlers and then starting over.
Same.
It is the worst. Like, it's an exciting part of playing a new WWE 2K game, but it is also the worst part because yes, I create new characters that are a lot of fun. Like last year's Purple Kane was a big one for me, which is Kane if Kane was merged with Prince. This year, Magic Mark is one of my favorites. The Magistrate's become one of my favorites. But the fact that I can't carry over like last year's, the Spooky Ghost this year is better, but I can't like carry over Mad Elfring from last year. I can't carry over some of like the secondary characters that I just don't want to put the time into making this year. That's the biggest bummer. Like, I can't bring over, God, what is his name? Cold Stone Austin Stevens. Who is just a guy that works at Cold Stone. Or no, it was Cold Stone Steve Austin. So he works at Cold Stone and he's not related to Steve Austin, but he's in wrestling because his name's Steve Austin. Again, I have
Makes
myth
sense.
and lore for everything. But the fact I can't port those over is like the biggest change that needs to happen. And it's something I've been personally screaming about for years.
Absolute same. And I think that speaks to a larger issue with what WWE 2K26 is versus what 2K27 could be.
Yeah.
Potentially. Okay. I'm going to try to not do a TED talk here. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. The introduction of Ringside Pass is 2K's attempt to sort of mimic the live service experience.
Yeah.
More and more games are becoming live service. They're games that never end. They keep going. And in doing so, they keep selling you new passes, new content. So you don't have to buy a new game. We just keep shoveling you new content on top of this game. And that works for a lot of games. That's not what they're doing here. They're doing the passes, which I'm fine with, but nothing carries forward at all. So you're doing and I think honestly, that is part of what is keeping me from getting into the island and MyFaction. I'm like, who cares? In 6 months, it's not going to matter. And they're just going to expect me to do all of this again in a year. And I'm not going to.
But, and that's the huge bummer is because you're playing a game that's yearly release. You have a team of devs and a team of storytellers, a giant just team that makes games that has to come up with new content, get it ready for next year, but also make improvements to the game based on what they see, based on what fans have said. And I honestly think that 2K WWE games would work best for me, and I think for everybody else, if you did do the season pass, release it every other year, but keep offering premium season passes throughout those 2 years.
And also it just do a major roster update.
Yeah.
After a year.
I don't like what 2K26 when I play the game, I'm like, I don't need a whole new game after this. I feel like it's in a really good place. Like with 2K25, I was like, there's a few things here and there that they can improve on, but I'm not saying 2K26 is perfect by any means. There are huge issues I have with the game, mainly creator wrestler stuff, and the island and MyFaction. It's not gameplay. It's not gameplay stuff, like showcase mode this year sucks, but
I wouldn't know. I don't play that either.
MyRise was okay. But the fact that I know there's another game coming and like, and maybe there are going to be some great improvements next year, but the fact that like we're 3 months in and I'm already like kind of bummed out that like I've made all these great wrestlers, but I'm going to have to remake them again. I'm unlocking all of this stuff through Season Pass or Ringside Pass. That's going to go away when the new game comes out, which obviously it's a new game. It's going to go away, but it's being marketed in a way where it's not going to go away because it's a seasonal pass.
And like, I hate to point at Fortnite as the example to copy because, but like when the IP right now in the current Fortnite Battle Pass is you basically get a cell shaded John Wick.
Okay.
And John Wick's dog is a sidekick.
R.I.P.
That's pretty cool. It's the second.
Oh, it's okay.
Like the bulldog.
Yeah.
Or whatever. The pit bull. I don't know what it is.
Ballet.
That is, I wouldn't care if Fortnite was an annual release and it wasn't going to carry forward. I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
But I unlocked John Wick's dog. That is going to be with me until whenever I stop playing Fortnite someday.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't lose it. I paid for it. I did quests. I gained XP. I unlocked a bunch of shit. I'm sorry. And now
no swearing.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't on top
and
of
now John Wick's dog is mine. Not in like an evil way, but like I have that in my Fortnite library of content that I could call upon. My first Fortnite skin I bought years ago. Will Smith from Bad Boys.
It's pretty good skin.
I think I don't think it's been offered since because this was before the slap.
And like it brings me back to like creator wrestlers, that there is just such a large community of people that are really dedicated to making these great looking wrestlers. I make silly wrestlers, you know, like I have a lot of fun with it. I'm not trying to make real people.
But there are also some like I downloaded a couple days ago, like an immaculate looking Swerve Strickland.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is, and also like shout out to a lot of people making really incredible looking original wrestlers.
I don't see that as much.
I've seen some, especially recently, that I'm like, oh, this is a really cool, like original character. This doesn't exist. And you've put time into not only the look, but the presentation during the entrance, the way they move in the ring. I like when I find people who view the creative suite in the same way we do.
Yeah. It's art. Like to me, that's the art for, that's my outlet for art, is making wrestlers. And I think like we've done interviews with Brian Williams before. I like when I was doing Casual Yelling, I had him on and I showed off characters. Like we showed him in the past, like Pasta Hogan and stuff like that. And
we don't even have a Pasta Hogan now.
No,
it's madness.
I'm not doing food related wrestlers this year. That's
a mistake.
Sorry. There's no Ray My Cereal or Ramen Reigns this year.
Ramen Reigns was one of the best jokes we ever had that then became a wrestler.
Yeah. Yep. And Pasta Hogan is literally like a joke from this show, but also existed in real life. But yeah, just knowing
a joke from this show, Matt.
From real life.
Mac, have I told you I have a So this is a slight sidebar. We'll come back to WWE 2K26.
This is extended stuff.
Yeah. We have the concept for Woo Wings where I have purchased and received 3 celebrity-ish hot sauces of varying levels of heat that I will be forcing myself to eat on chicken wings while we talk about Woo Wings. I had an idea for how we could revisit on WrestleBuds Pasta Mania.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attempt to cook the weird seafood pasta that they sold there.
Are you talking about the clam sauce one?
Yeah. I'm going to try. I want to try to recreate a couple of the Pasta Mania dishes to the best of my ability so that I can tell you if it was a good idea that it went out of business or not.
Perfect. Chris, let's talk about what we want for 2K27. I've already mentioned the create a wrestler transfer and kind of we've both mentioned kind of a ringside pass type transfer.
overhaul. I want this is here's the thing. They did something this year that I've been waiting years for.
Mm-hmm.
They made it so that you can edit piece by piece championship entrances and tag team entrances.
Yeah.
That's great. However, create an entrance still has a bug that it's had for years, where if you put one too many elements in, it borks the entire thing and ruins it, just messes up everything. It screws up the video screens. And honestly, if you have to put a hard limit on how many changes you can make to an entrance, that's fine. Put it in.
Yeah.
Put it in so that I know, okay, this is where I need to stop so my entrance doesn't suck. Because once you go one over and like, I'll use Eric Roberts' original entrance for this year as the example. I had the AFI entrance with the lights down, no video. He walks out, everything sort of comes up. However, if you go one little tweak over whatever the line is, it just automatically plays the default video for whatever entrance movement you've picked. Ooh. And you can't get rid of it. Even if you remove that little tweak, you have to rebuild the entrance from scratch to make it go away. It's awful. And where, you know how you like coming up with like move sets and stuff like that?
I'm insane with move sets.
I live and die for getting really granular with entrances, because the pomp and the celebration, all of the nonsense, that's my favorite thing about wrestling. It's drama, it's character. You know everything you need to know about a wrestler based on how they walk to the ring. That's it. And that it's had this same freaking bug for so many years. Nobody's addressed it. And at one point, I thought one of the patches did address it, because they're like, hey, we took care of that pesky bug and create an entrance.
It was mine. I guarantee it was the Magic Mark one that I like, because there was a bug that I had with the Goldberg to Jey Uso, which
I'm sure it was, man.
Yeah, which that's on Patreon. You can watch the video of the bug of Magic Mark with the crowd clipping through the back and the crowd disappearing. That's free. That's public.
Yeah. So that is my big thing. I need that fixed. Honestly, I need an overhauled universe. Universe improvements are very minusculely incremental. But like the feud and the cutscene pieces of universe need to be just like thrown out whole and started over from scratch. There's like a very limited amount of cutscenes, and also like if you're like me and you're really anal about how your universe is run, and not just on the one show you're on, like I make my main character Eric Roberts get traded around to all the different shows in drafts, specifically so that I can like make sure that they are all working the way I like. They're not at all. And that absolutely sucks. I need more variety. I need like just more. Make it, refine it. Get rid of the stuff that doesn't work and try again.
I do want to go back when you were talking about custom entrances with hitting the limit of glitch. In custom create a character, there is a limit, a hard limit for items like that layers. You can put on a character and changes that you can do. That should be implemented and stated as they do in Create a Wrestler. It should tell you. And also Creator Arena has the same thing. Like you can't put any more items in. That should be in the entrance too.
Yeah.
Because there is a limit.
100%.
If you go to a move set and you make a move set, you can't add in extra moves. You can add in extra signatures and finishers now. And you have been for a couple of years, but you can't add in extra stuff to where it breaks the game. There's a limit. And they have that hard limit set. There should be a hard limit in all Create aspects. And Create and custom entrances do not have that. And that's a huge issue that needs to be rectified and should have been rectified like what, 4 years ago?
At least. Like, I feel like I've been dealing with this nonsense since honestly 2K20. Like 2K19 was the last time I remember creating entrance just kind of working flawlessly. And honestly, the only reason I know this is because like my favorite things to do with entrances is to cut the lights, cut the video, and do it all strategically.
Mhm.
I like the lights to come up at the exact, I like going in and triggering exactly when the lights are going to come on versus when the video is going to come on versus when the pyro is going to go off. Like I love doing all of that stuff. If they finally get to a point where this is something you could do, like I mentioned it earlier, the Day of Reckoning series. If they get to there's two things that they could add that would really send creative entrance over the limit. The one, let me time how long. Let me pick a literal time of how long passes before my guy walks out onto the stage.
Please.
Instead of having to, or at the very least, put a second counter to tell me how long each of the little entrance animations are.
Yep.
That's it. That was it too. In Day of Reckoning, you could literally set it in seconds when you guy would walk out. The second thing, what was the second thing? I forgot the second thing. Oh, let me control the cameras. I know we can control the cameras like on demand now as it's happening. We can cut to the wide. I want to be able to like set camera angles that are basically become automated to that entrance.
I think that's a lot more complicated than
I know.
Yeah, it is a wish list thing. Is there anything like, man, showcase mode needs, if we're going to keep doing showcase mode,
don't do showcase mode.
It shouldn't be a singular person anymore. It should be an era or something like that. If you are doing it. Second of all, if you are getting a singular person to cover it and tell their life story, get someone that seems like they give a damn about it.
No swearing.
Because CM Punk did not care. And it really like bummed me out to be playing through his story mode. And like, he is just phoning it in, talking about his career. Like, don't you have any feelings about your career?
It's also a weird thing for him where like, he was gone for 12 years. And also they included a part where it's like, what if CM Punk joined the Hart Foundation? Why?
I know there's dream matches every year, but that was a dumb one.
Why?
It did. Yeah. I went through and I checked like a bunch of stuff. You could have done a few of his Ring of Honor matches. I think it was like 2 of his Ring of Honor matches you technically could have done.
But AEW owns Ring of Honor. So I don't think I understand why they wouldn't want to harken back to that.
You can call it the Indies.
That's fair.
And you just give you give the retro CM Punk versus, God, who was the reskin of? I had it written down somewhere. One of the active wrestlers in WWE's roster. It's not Seth Rollins, is it? Is it Tyler Black?
Tyler Black?
I don't know if it was Tyler Black or not.
Little brother? There's
someone on the roster, I cannot remember. It might be 2 people that he did face in Ring of Honor.
That's pretty cool.
You should put, that should be so much of his story. You put the retro version of him in there. Like, so much of his story is being an indie god and then becoming like.
Oh, you played through all of Showcase, right?
Yeah.
Is CM Punk versus Eddie Guerrero in there? Because that match happened. That's a real match that happened on the Indies.
That might have been the one that I wrote down that didn't happen. That's right. I forgot Guerrero was in Ring of Honor.
But I'll also take it one further. Kill Showcase and make the cover star like the leading character next to your created person in MyRise. Like, remember last year's game with Roman Reigns on the cover when like CM Punk was the star of MyRise?
Yeah.
That was great. Like that is the kind of representation I want of the cover star in the game, because that was like an interesting thing that I wanted to play through. I don't care about, like, my favorite thing is playing through stories, like wrestling stories. Like, I understand the draw of the stories in the island, but like like wrestling in like arenas that look like they're in hell and they're surrounded by fire and all that stuff. Like none of that appeals to me. I just want to be wrestling like in a backyard or wrestling at WrestleMania. Like, so for me, CM Punk being a main character in last year's MyRise was like the perfect utilization of that character.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, can you imagine how great, like, imagine if they saved the Punk thing for this year. Can you imagine how great a MyRise steeped in Bloodline lore would have been?
And again, Bloodline was the best, easily the best showcase mode. Period.
Didn't play it. Don't know.
That's one you should play. I know
Not
you don't
gonna.
like. I know you don't like showcase mode. Bloodline is top tier.
That's great.
CM Punk is my.
I don't have that game installed anyway. Anymore.
CM Punk is my least favorite. I
like I like the idea of the John Cena one where it's just matches he lost.
Yeah, because the Rey Mysterio, when they came with the Rey Mysterio one, like Rey Mysterio, great human being. He's had an incredible journey in wrestling.
Not that interesting.
He's not. It was a boring showcase, but
Matt, they had slingshot technology, a word that they just apply to anything.
But also, like, you got so bored playing as that character over and over again, which I definitely got from this year's showcase with CM Punk. His moveset sucks.
No, Matt. His moveset's great. It's just you played the same exact moveset over and over and over and over and over and over and over.
And even
like,
when
I like CM Punk's moveset personally.
I would if I didn't play it like 20 something times.
Yes.
So, but the thing is, like, it's like, oh, it's different variations of the characters. Like, well, his moveset hasn't been the same the entire time.
Yeah, he used to do a pedigree.
Yeah.
Although the Pepsi plunge is in the game.
Yeah, it is. The Pepsi plunge is in there.
Amazing.
It looks
all
very
good. It's one of the better animated moves in the game. Man, who do you want for cover star next year?
That's tough.
And not Danhausen. I feel like I love Danhausen. I don't.
It's not Danhausen. It's not.
It's not going to be Danhausen.
It should.
I know who.
It should be Rhea Ripley.
Rhea's had a cover though.
Did she?
I think so.
Or was it this year they kind of gave her a cover, even though it was CM Punk?
No, it might have been last year. She got one of like the limited cover. I don't know. I have two men and two potential women.
Mm-hmm.
Rhea Ripley, if she hasn't been on the cover yet, yes. The second one is way more far-fetched and it'll never happen. Give me a Chelsea Green on the cover.
Chelsea Green has put in so much time and effort in WWE, and like she
and in the game she did her mocap. Like that's all her.
Yeah,
like that's great.
And now her husband's in the game.
Yeah, and he did his own mocap.
Of course he did. They are super nerds in the best way possible.
Well, he's not, and I wouldn't say Matt Cardona's a nerd in the best way possible. He's very obsessive about toys.
Yeah.
On the men's side,
okay.
I have two potentials. Oh my God, I forgot my most important one. I can't believe I did this.
Obviously you were going to say Sean Waltman.
No, it was a serious
Charles
one,
Wright.
It was a up and coming. Well, I'll say this. One of them, a top pick for me, Obafemi.
I'm fine. Obafemi's fine. I mean, like,
Obafemi's fine, but I also I understand the point of like, yes, but he's new and like they tend to go with more established faces on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
And I completely forgot who my other one was.
You can technically do a Seth Rollins, but the thing that sucks about that is you can't do it without Jon Moxley. Because the Shield is such a huge part.
You can, Matt, because we're getting rid of showcase mode.
Again, we're talking about if they did a showcase. We were just doing that. If you can't do a Seth Rollins without Jon Moxley, not only because of the Shield, but because the feud right afterwards, where Seth Rollins had with Moxley, where he's like, Moxley was hiding in Christmas presents and stuff. Like, it was very silly, but the feud was great. And there's other characters. This is what sucks about the turnover at WWE with like you can't. I would love a Baron Corbin showcase mode. You know how I feel about Baron Corbin.
Matt, Baron Corbin coffee shop update.
Yeah,
Nikki and I went to Baron Corbin's coffee shop last Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
We went 8:00 in the morning. We were there early. We had our coffee. He was not there.
Okay.
But it was some of the absolute best coffee. One of the better prepared lattes I've ever had. We had our drinks. We were sitting down. We were talking, having our coffee, doing our thing. The barista, this awesome gentleman, comes over with his favorite drink to make. He's like, here, this is on the house. This is my favorite drink. Strawberry cappuccino.
Okay.
Incredible. So much so that Nikki got an iced one to go. He brought us a hot one. Nikki got an iced one to go, and I got an iced oat milk latte with a little bit of honey to go. We're going back this Friday.
Nice.
I might take more video because, Matt, we're going back for what is called a cupping class. Do you know what cupping is in coffee?
Isn't cupping where like you put those giant cups on your back and like there's they suck out the toxins, quote unquote?
Do you know what cupping is in coffee?
No, I don't.
Basically, it's what this is you have cups of a bunch of different types of coffees, and we're gonna learn about like the differences between the country origins and stuff like that. What tastes different from Honduras versus Ecuador?
Dude, I'm into this. Like I want to do this.
It sounds great, right? And this is a free class at Baron Corbin's coffee shop.
What is it? Alchemy Labs? Not Alchemy Lab.
Autonomy Coffee Lab.
Autonomy Coffee Lab.
Autonomy Coffee Lab in Tampa, Florida. If you go, tell them Chris Hayner sent you. They won't know what you're talking about, but tell them anyway.
Tell them Tom Pestock sent you.
Tom Pestock. Bishop Dyer.
I miss him in wrestling so much.
Matt, my last suggestion / wish list item for WWE 2K27 is another new payback.
Okay.
Say his name and he appears. I should be able to say Joe Hendry's name and then his entrance happens and he walks out and it confuses your opponent.
You're putting a lot of emphasis on one character.
Like, but is that not a great idea? Is that not hilarious? Like, if Danhausen can have a cursed payback, and he should, there should be a say his name and he appears payback where you just go, Joe Hendry? Say his name and he appears. And it just confuses your opponent. Like
paparazzi or...
That's the thing. The paparazzi payback makes zero sense.
It does.
Stupid.
It does for some of my characters who are famous.
I mean, okay, but in general, it doesn't make a lot of sense, and I wish it wasn't.
I mean, then you could say the same thing about Soul Siphon, but Soul Siphon rules.
That you would never. I would never do that.
Soul Siphon is the best.
Yeah, it's great.
Spooky Ghost loves it. Magic Mark also uses it.
Well, he's magical.
So is a Spooky Ghost.
Joey Savior, not so much.
No,
he's a magician.
I'm trying to think of like match modes I would like to see. And I don't think there's anything else that.
Oh, no, there's something else. How about a real 3 stages of hell match?
Yeah,
where your damage carries over from match to match to match instead of just being 3 brand new healthy matches in a row, which is utterly pointless.
I forgot. Like, it's hard to differentiate between what we talked about on casual yelling versus here. Because there's a lot of crossover. I don't want people to go back to casual yelling.
Every podcast is someone's first podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
Even this one for some reason.
Yeah, you need to have damage carryover. I would like I hate. I want war games to be elimination. I know that's not a real thing, but like it's Survivor Series. Survivor Series is elimination tag. Originally, I give me war games and give me the option to have it be elimination because Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're right. But also like put a Survivor Series match in because you have to go and make a custom match if you want to do elimination matches, unless you're doing a battle royale. That's stupid.
It is stupid. It's not tag elimination, I believe. Or can you do tag elimination? Yeah, you can do tag elimination.
But I think only if you set up a custom match.
Yeah.
which is like, I'm glad the custom match exists. That's great. But come on. It's Survivor Series. Give me a Survivor Series option, and it's just a 5 versus 5 elimination tag match.
They can't do 5 versus 5. They can't have 10 characters on the street.
Do a 4 versus 4 elimination tag match.
And
remember back in a day when the most you could have on screen at one time was 4 people?
Up until Royal Rumble and the Royal Rumble game in the arcades, which was 9, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, so I think like after we talked about this before privately and on the other podcast, but like the amount of things people don't know you can do within like editing, how like the AI works, editing, like how things appear on the screen, the amount of control the player has over the game, which I don't think people realize is insane. Like you will never get through that option menu. You look through that option menu of like gameplay settings. The
new thing this year was like setting up AI like sequences that you're like, you can wait. I had not touching it. Don't care.
I did do it for a character I made called Rule Breaker because I'm trying to make her break the rules. Like I want her to completely disavow the rules of each match and do like weapons. I'm working on that. I can't get her to break the rules in a normal match. I'm trying.
You'll get there.
I'll get there eventually.
You'll break the game, but you'll get there.
But again, that goes to creator wrestler stuff, which is like, that's where I live. I do love the island. Weirdly, strangely.
Hey,
I love the universe.
Everyone's got their thing. Love universe.
GM mode is not, I'm not playing it as much this year.
I keep telling myself I need to play GM mode with you.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the only way I'll really get into it, because like, that's what it's made to play against people.
Yeah.
That's what's fun.
Anyways, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/WrestleBuds.
Patreon.com/WrestleBuds, YouTube.com/@WrestleBuds, Instagram.com/WrestleBuds, WrestleBuds on Blue Sky. We're everywhere you want to be.
There's public stuff I'm posting. There's a free tier which features WrestleBuds Wrestle Federation, which we haven't uploaded in a while. There is the paid tier with extended audio and extended video.
I actually have I apologize. By the time this is out, there will definitely be new WrestleBuds Wrestle Federation content. I have I think a couple of shows that I still need to cut to upload to the Patreon. That's also where you get early audio.
Extended audio.
Okay, you get extended audio, you get extended video.
Mm-hmm.
You get Matt's like lore history lessons.
That's free. That's actually that's on
the free tier.
That's on the free tier. So you have to subscribe, but it's free. But I do like write up like the whole lore of characters that I've played throughout the years and lore of new characters. Magic Mark I have not done yet.
Yeah. And I will note, do us a favor and give us a follow at youtube.com/WrestleBuds, because my plan is to use that as sort of a preview of what you can get on the paid tier at Patreon, and hopefully simulcasting some of the free content, because the world at large needs the WrestleBuds Wrestle Federation.
And if you subscribe, we have a subscriber who has done this once already. You get to pick matches for the WrestleBuds Wrestle Federation for the Patreon Championship. Chris, I have the episode recorded. Our patron Kurt suggested it's Chris Hayner versus Matt Elfring versus S in a TLC match for the Patreon Championship.
Lovely. We'll have to commentate on that soon,
because that's a very real wrestling federation that we book and commentate, but these are real, very real wrestlers. And eventually we're going to have the pay-per-view, which is going to be for only Patreon subscribers. It's all championship matches. I've decided that now. Just championship matches.
I think there should be one non-championship match, and it should just be the enhancement twins against each other.
No, I believe that's a different lore story that we have to talk about, because there's only one grudge going on right now, if you've been following, and that's Tables champion Joker Saiyan versus a spooky ghost, because a spooky ghost, there was a glitch in the match, but not a glitch, because a spooky ghost came in and did something, and now they hate each other.
Sounds right.
Creating
so
lore.
Anyway, that's an example of absolute insanity you're missing out on over at patreon.com/WrestleBuds. So go check it out.
Yeah, this was more of a serious episode. We will be back on schedule with silly things.
Yeah, I promised Matt next week we are finally gonna talk No Holds Barred. I'm going to watch it with Nikki this weekend. I'm gonna take copious notes because Matt, you have seen it. I have not. I've never seen No Holds Barred.
Yeah.
I just know it as that movie that Vincent Hogan wrote, like in a hotel room over a weekend, allegedly with alleged narcotics.
That's it for this week. We'll be back next week with some bars not being held. I think that's right.
Holden. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Who wants to see a body slam?
I do.
Bye.
Bye.